believe at 4 o'clock Eastern and 1 o'clock Pacific. I believe that adds up 40-minute event from what I've read, and maybe of avail of the price. I don't believe that anything is going to be there. I haven't heard anything new or anything like that, so saying this just for the heck of it, just to stay up to date, really. Always having my fingers crossed, a lottery chance. But other than that, it's just an event just to be on the lookout for, in case anybody didn't know. And with that, I'm going to send off to the video, which is on telling you guys some stories, getting into some real life vibe and stuff. If you guys like that, just like to chill and vibe with a brother, I'll see you guys there. Okay, with everything. With absolutely everything. Okay, nice. There we go. Give me that. You got any food on you, fella? How do I do stuff? Not everybody's going to want to just surrender that right that they have and be like, oh yes, you're the superior one, I'll answer every single question you got, let me bow down to you and kiss your ass. No, not everybody's going to do that. And the people who don't want to do that, they're perfectly within their rights to not do that. You don't have to kiss somebody's ass to have a permit to live, That's not something that, that's not in the contract that God gave us. I'm just having like a real moment here. I'm just having a real moment. You shouldn't have to kiss somebody's ass and to bow down, get on your hands and knees just to have the right to live. And that's what happens with a lot of these situations with the police officers out there. And like I said the last time I did this, one of the main thugs out there, the main criminals, they be wearing the blues. Yeah, I gotta figure out where my body is. I don't have to. There it is. But yeah, man, it's just like that's just my belief. Like, you should have to have some sort of physical ability to wear that suit, because you can't be protecting people's lives if the first thing you do is profile somebody and then panic and then pull out your gun and threaten their lives. And I guess I'll tell you one story that I had. This goes back to school. I was out on the park in the school. I was on the basketball court, outside basketball court, playing ball, with the boys. And it was at lunchtime, and there was this one girl who I knew. We were cool. Not going to get into the specifics there. We were cool, and we weren't that cool, but we were cool. We knew each other. So one day, she was a sister, by the way. I've never seen her get into trouble in the school. Never seen her get into trouble. She's always been, just relatively well liked. Really about her grades. But she was just cool all around. So one day at lunch, I guess she gets in trouble, and she's like in the principal's office. And the principal's office is like right in front of the basketball court that we play in. So we're all at lunch, just shooting, hanging out. And we just hear this loud thud in the principal's office. This principal, he's an old dude. And we just thought it was nothing, people just moving stuff around. So we just kept playing, and we were hearing yelling and fussing. And then all of a sudden, we just keep hearing bumping and bumping. Then we see teachers and people running into the principal's office. And then a window busts out of the principal's office, and we hear her yelling. And we're like, okay. I'm like, yo, I'm about to run up in there, because anybody who's close to me, I'm about to go in, just all out. You don't have to give me much to try to go in and and be down. So I'm just like just young, wild, and just ready to go at anything. So I'm going up to the ramp to go into the principal's office. Yeah, I'm like just trying to get in, and there's people blocking the door, blocking the entrance, telling, "Hey, you can't go in, you can't go in, get out." And then I'm hearing her yelling, and I'm just hearing just like a bunch of just screaming on her end and crying. But they barricaded us out, and then police officers ran in there. Like 2 police officers ran in there, and so it got quiet for a moment, but she was still hysterical and crying and whatnot. And then we just hear she was yelling, "Get off of me, get off of me!" And then we just heard just like a bunch of thud, just like bang, 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 and just hearing her screaming and yelling. Like the yelling, the banging, it was like just shaking the entire building. It was like boom, boom, and then that was them punching her. There was this beating on her, just slamming her inside that principal's office. And so we were outside, we were just getting angry and just like, "Hey, what the fuck is going on in there?" And they're just barricading us out, like, "You can't go in, otherwise we're going to, take you in too." So they finally bring her out. Minutes later, her face is busted up, she's bloodied all over, and she's crying, asking for help and whatnot. And then the principal comes out, and he's just all fine. His suit's like it's a little messed up, but that's it. He just straightened his tie. He's happened to be Caucasian dude, but that's not really part of the story. And it was just like, what the fuck? It's just a teenage girl. Just a teenage girl. Why did y'all have to go in there and bust her face up like that? And that was the last day I ever saw her at the school. She never came back. And that was just that was just like an eye-opening moment for me. Like, I already had known the game back. But yeah, sorry, God, crapped out there. Yeah, we all have that talk at one point in time in our lives, with our parents. As they tell us how we should behave, be careful around the popo. We all have that talk, some of us at least. And I'm not saying that you're wrong for not having to go through it. I'm just saying that pretending like it doesn't exist, that's ridiculous to me. So, it's a thing cut out. Yeah, man. Whether it's police planning stuff, which is like the people think it's a myth. It's definitely not a myth. Whether it's instigating, keep provoking and trying to turn a petty crime into something more serious to again provoking somebody. I've seen people have police called on them for parking, and the police responding to this parking, to this call, as though the individual had a bomb, strapped beneath their car. And they had like an explosive bomb, and they had a timer and a like a trigger in their hand. Like, they responded with such urgency, with like 6 or 7 cop cars pull up, weapons drawn, yelling, "Get to the effing ground, don't effing move," stuff like that. I've seen, police respond to such petty offenses like that with such unnecessary force. And I've had my own instances where I had guns pulled out on me. I had cousins, whether it's with some gangs, they weren't in a gang, but they had a run-in, and, they had cut his stomach open. And he had to walk back to the house, and they were calling to get him help, to tell him that he was bleeding out, his guts were spilling out, and police never showed up, and he passed away. I wish that there was just a bit more, I guess, accuracy bit more, I guess dependability, I guess would be the right word for a lot of this stuff. It's just like a lot of it, you just can't really trust it. Like I've been taught in like all my life, you know, to just don't ever have to depend on the police. That's the way I've been taught. Of course, there's certain scenarios where you have to depend on them. And I'm not saying that they're all bad. There are definitely good ones, and those are the ones who are thankfully, you know, in their line of field. And there's one quote that's always stayed with me. There's one quote that's always stayed with me. It's a quote from a legend. How do I do this? How do I fix my sword? How do I do this? Repair. Yeah, there's this quote from a legend that I really like, and I really find it to be the most truest and the realest thing that I've ever heard. And I can recite it almost word for word. It is the last quote he said in his life, rumoredly. He said, okay, how does it go? How does it start? Let me start after I beat this guy's butt. Oh. Let me space this out real quick. He's on me. Can't let me run out of stamina like that. Yeah, the lock on really screws you over. The lock on really screws you over. You can't run. There we go. The roll isn't really all that defendable. Come on, how did that whiff? There we go. So the quote goes, "Plan like a star, watching people starve." Wait, that's how it goes. Okay. So this is one of the realest messages that I've ever heard in my entire life. And it goes, "It's all a game. Die like a star. You live and learn playing the game while people starve. You gotta go on known. Wish we were there. Wish we were there breaking all the rules while brothers try to play fair. Ain't nothing fair in this game of life. You gotta get yours before you lose your life. The game is designed for them to win, and if you think I'm lying, go to the pen. They already got a number reserved for your ass. Don't be a fool and join their class. They want you to enroll in their institution where they can pimp you with their new form of prostitution." There's more to it, but I'm drawing a blank right now. What was the rest of it? Okay, I got it. So they can pimp you with their new form of prostitution. Wake up, my brothers, and see it clear. Don't be a slave to this game called fear. You got a mind, you gotta use it. Because if you don't, they will abuse it. There's a lot more money on that other side. And my brothers, you don't have to run, and you don't have to hide. And you tell me if that's not the realest thing that you've ever heard. So that's one thing that I always kept with me. And I heard that like in my one of my last years of school. And it's increasingly amazing how true and how much truer it continues to be with each and every day of life. But that's just the way it be. And some people just need that dosage of real to take that next step in the development of their own selves. And so they can open their eyes, and then they can then make that evolutionary process of realizing that not all people should be trusted. It's okay to forgive and forget, but some people you have to take your stand for. And you have to learn that at some point, forgiving and forget is submitting. Are you targeting me? Ain't nobody see me. Alright, we good, we good. Take that, take that. I'm gonna take this guy out. Ooh, not today, not today. Oh, pimp smack. Damn, I'm locked on, I can't run. Nice. Alright. Break out that axe. There we go. That's that good stuff. Yeah. Looking real dandy. I don't really play this game to build anything like that. I just like the combat sometimes. Okay, where's my camp? I can't forget where my camp is at. I ain't saying all this to be like a downer or anything. I just have to have a moment where I get to sit back and vibe, just in case some people just wondering, like, do I have a brother on my side who's willing, to share the vibe? Or if you're just like, you need somebody to share a similar pain as you. Or maybe you just want to hear a different perspective. Maybe this or maybe that. I'm just here. I'm going to be who I am. And hopefully you relate to that. And if so, cool. And if not, hopefully we could be cool. It ain't about this or that. It's just about coming together at the end of the day. Coming together and finding a way. It's all about this journey of life. It's just a journey. We gotta find a way to make do with what we're given. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep vibing and keep sending out hopefully good signals out to the world, to the ethereal, and hopefully that good energy will come back to me and we'll make perfect synergy. I believe truthfully and truly in the law of attraction, that you get what you put out. And also that there's just one thing that says, you fake it till you make it. I don't think that you should fake it, but I do believe that you should make it, and that you should believe that you can make it. There's an attitude that I believe is involved in the success of everything. Like for me, sometimes I will always have this second thought, this doubt that, what if I don't? Or that second guessing thought. And what made a big improvement for me is to not have that second thought. Still always be mindful and wise enough to understand the situation, have a good feel for the situation in the moment, Is anybody coming over here? I better watch it, suckers. But yeah, the just having the mindset that once you start believing and telling yourself this one thing over and over and over, you know, like I think I'm gonna fail. I don't think I can make it. I don't think I can do this. I don't think I can do this. I might not do this. What if I don't? What if she don't like me? What if she thinks this? What if she thinks that? What if my job declines? What if this blah 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 blah? The moment you keep sinking these thoughts into yourself, your conscious, they eventually become you. And so the strat here, where they say fake it till you make it, I think it sends the wrong message. The word fake has such a negative connotation. But you should remove the fake part and just make it. Just make it. Because the moment you have that second thought, that sign of doubt, is the moment that you've already lost. Who said that? Oh, hey. Oh. You want some? You want some biscuits, son? Yeah, take that stagger. Oh, tag team, huh? Tag team? This is NWO? Ooh. Ooh, okay. Face it. Okay. Nice. Okay. Got one. Oh, damn, he got me. No problem, no problem. Yeah, hit him with the triple lunge. Alright. So yeah, the moment that you have that doubt, it's the moment that you've already lost the fight. So the strat is never have that second thought, never have that doubt. Always have that mindfulness of wisdom, you know. Never lose that, but you know, common sense is something that you should always keep with you no matter what. But never defeat yourself before you give yourself a chance. And so instead of thinking like, what if they don't think this of me? You go, I am going to nail this. I'm going to succeed. I already have everything that I need. You know, just have that. I already have everything that I need. And now I'm going out to succeed some more. You know, as long as you have that mindset, I already have everything that I need. You're already setting a positive base form for yourself that you can go back to, you know, if you do get defeated, you always have that base form, and that eventually becomes who you are. I'm already happy with what I am and what I've accomplished, and I'm going to accomplish some more, you know. And then maybe your mindset gets an even more buff base, and so now you're thinking like, oh yeah, I'm the freaking king or queen of New York. Yeah, say what? You know, and now that's your new base form. You know, so now they don't even know that your next transformation is probably taking over the entire country with your charisma or whatever, your bakery skills. It doesn't matter. The most important part is your mindset. You know, so that's a strat to take with you. I don't know how I even got on this subject, but yeah, PS5 events tomorrow / today. By the time this gets uploaded, it's actually 1 a.m. right now, so it's gonna be today, later today, and yeah, I'm about to peace out. Hopefully you guys have some wonderful times, wonderful, this and that, and your quarantines are pretty good. For those of you who are having wonderful times, and those of you who aren't, I sincerely wish the best for you, sending out all the good jujus that I have with my Egyptian Afro magician soul. And that's a lot of good jujus if I do say so myself. May peace be with. I bid you guys further ado. May peace be with. Always keep your heads up. Deuces, those boats, adios, stay cool. And if you like this content, be sure to show some love. But always and always be sure to show some love to the people that matter to you. And one thing that my cousin once said is that it's so easy to be bad. Why is it so easy to be bad and so difficult to be good? Yeah, something to think about. Anyways, be cool. Peace.